Hello, everybody.
Hello, friends.
This is not necessarily the Jim and Dave
The
beer
beer
review,
But
but last year, a couple days ago, my precious Buffy, my kitty cat, died, and the next day after that, I got Princess, my new kitty. Um, I'm just sort of doing a
tribute.
tribute. Yes, I did a tribute last year with Jim, and I haven't been able to get through the whole thing yet because it just brings tears to my eyes. Because
You
what
should
happened to
film that.
Buffy. What happened to Buffy was a real bad thing. Uh, Probably had a stroke, and then she lost. She had seizures, and then she had a problem with her feet. She couldn't hardly walk anymore.
Went downhill.
Almost 10 years old, she made. But I decided to do a little honor thing here, a tribute to Buffy by getting some really good beer and celebrating La Trappe, yes, quad, and
Very
celebrating
good
Princess.
bomber bottle.
Yeah, and I have Princess now. She's my little gray kitty cat. She turned a year old, a little more. It's got her a year ago, and so we're gonna pop. Yikes! You lost that one, Jim.
I popped it.
You popped something, all right.
I did that on
And
purpose.
this is really good beer.
And there's no hole in the ceiling either.
No, he didn't pop the stuff there. So we're gonna drink these out of tulip glasses here. Do a little tribute here to Buffy and getting Princess last year. All my cats are healthy now for the first time. I haven't had any healthy cats in the last year.
Well, your current crop of cats are all pretty young.
Oh, they're all young. I have a 1-year-old, just turned 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So they're all spry and chasing after each other, and I'm a really happy guy on that front. So we shall drink some La Trappe Quad in tribute. And
Smells good.
yes,
This is very good.
very good.
Done by monks,
There you go,
aged in oak barrels.
Yes.
That's when you know it's good stuff.
Celebrate, people. Don't take things for granted.
Got a little bit of mustache on that one without a head on there, but this is really one of my. This is almost a go-to bomber bottle for me. I really like this style. I really like the taste, the bouquet, if you will. Everything about it just tastes. I mean, I could drink a bottle of this and then, quite frankly, pass out. But until I do that, very, very good. I think this is a perfect tribute bottle.
Yeah.
I believe these bigger bottles are called bomber bottles. I don't know where
I've never heard that
came
word
from.
before today, but I can see why. They can get you bombed, all right.
Yeah, well, maybe that's where it comes from. Yeah, now I think
I got bombed off.
Maybe we'll find that cork at some point, but you
yes,
know.
I have a bottle that's sitting at home already. I don't need to. You can just trash this one. I don't need to keep this one.
Good. Well, I myself in my lifetime have lost a few pets too.
Yes.
I think the first cat I ever had in my life was a cat named Tigger for short. It was an outdoor cat, and was one day found in a friend of the family's who lived a block over their swimming pool. So, guess sort of maybe fell in and then couldn't get out because the side of swimming pools. Cats need something to grip onto. They need to be able to. And it was an old pool, it was an above ground pool.
Some cats know how to swim, but I guess some cats don't.
Well, I think a cat can know how to swim, but you can't keep swimming all night, at some point.
If it's dark, yeah, you don't know where the edges are.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of a bummer. And after that, we got two cats. Was Dusty and, what was the girl's name? They were brother and sister. But Dusty was my favorite. I remember that was the first cat that ever came up to my bed and then lied down on top of my face while I was sleeping. I was like, poo, 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 poo. No, I'm sorry. I got the name wrong. It was Pounce. Pounce was the first cat. Tig and Dusty were the sisters. Sorry. Yeah, Pounce was the first one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Got aged.
Oh, yeah, it was 45 years ago.
Yeah.
With Pounce. But yeah, Tig and Dusty. And then one day I got my own cat, George, called Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
A very good cat, and she was with me. She was a little kitten when I found her. Turns out a friend of the family actually left her in her yard, and I happened to find her because someone came knocking up my front door at my parents' house in the summertime. They were both at work, and I answered the door, and they're like, "Is this your cat?" And I'm just like, "No, but I'll hold on to it." And we walked around the neighborhood. You maybe went around with me at that point. We were knocking people's doors. Is this your cat? Is this your cat?
Yeah,
Well, long story
we're
short,
making
despite the
sure that you keep them.
protestations of my mother, I wound up keeping her, and she became my cat.
Yeah,
A very good cat. Even found me over at Dave's house around the corner a couple times because she was an outdoor indoor cat.
yeah.
And
Back
she
in
would
the
come
day.
to my bedroom. She would scratch at my door. She knew which room was mine. She'd come and sleep with me. Great cat. She had kittens a few times. That was a great experience.
Yeah, aren't the cats you have now descendants?
Yeah, I believe George had many white cats and tabby cats. And as I maintain that the cats I have now, Sonia and Puff, are her descendants because they all kind of got the little white or black thing on their heads that kind of goes away when they get older. Because her kittens were interesting. One had a mouse mark, one had a mohawk, one had two little horns and black spots on their head. They're very, very good cats. So I could definitely feel with Dave to lose his cat a year ago. It's a tough thing because
I had the two
pets
cats.
are part of the family.
Two cats in the last 3 years, almost 4 years, have died, and they were all sick, and I had to take care of them for years, and it can really drain you.
Well, emotionally and financially.
Financially, it drained me a lot of money. I put up a good $4,000 debt in a good year, which I'm going to be probably paid for off in the next couple of months. Finally, after all this time, oh God, I wish I would have known to put on some other credit cards. My interest rates were ridiculous.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Well, pets are a part of the family. It's very
didn't
sad
expect
when their
it.
family gets a little smaller.
Didn't expect it, but I would do it all over again if I had to, because like you only go around once. I myself had 4 cats before. I had my first one. We've had cats in our lives, and we had like Siamese cats. It was Sammy that I can really first remember. We had a Sammy cat back in Italy. Siamese cat, yeah. We had him back in Italy. And before that, there was Zach and Zeb, but they had to give him away for a while because I was allergic. And I have a lot of allergies back when I was a kid. I had a lot of things wrong with me. But then there was, we got, God, there was somebody, we had like 20 cats in our lives. But my own cats were, the first one I had was Tiger, and that was 1991. The poor guy died from some kind of respiratory problem like 2 years after I found him on the road. And then I got Arnold, and he was like, not exactly a Turkish van, but kind of like the same colors and markings. And he got 6 years old, and he had an Easter lily, which we didn't at the time, we didn't know they were poisonous, and eat that.
Well, thank God for the internet now. You can just Google that stuff.
But I got a list. I know exactly what, but I mean, I didn't even realize. We took them to the University of Penn. We took them to a regular vet. We took them all the way down to Gaithersburg, Maryland, to try to get them fixed. But apparently, to get a liver replacement, it cost a bit of money, and that was back in 1996. And then I got Lex, who lived to be 16 years old, and then Buffy, she almost lived 10. But right now, I've got 3 young cats. I've got Sundance, who's my orange tabby. I've got a white and orange Turkish van that's Rusty, and he's he'll be 6 in a couple months. And I got Princess, who's just over a year old just right now. So I'm a happy guy at the moment, but I went through some emotional stuff this week. What happened to Buffy was a real sin. Real sin.
Shame it happened on St. Patrick's Day too.
And that really busted because I like drinking beer, and everybody celebrates St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like, screw St. Patrick's Day this year because I had a lot of bad feelings.
Yeah.
Maybe next year I'll feel better. This year I said to hell with it.
Right. Yeah. Well,
So.
it's tough, but hey, what you gonna do? So not really a beer review, but every once in a while we pay tribute to those we love. I know my coworker Joel died. We posted a video for him.
Yeah, that was a sin too.
Some cats. Yeah, absolutely. Miss him. I was actually editing a video of him that he took of a wedding of some friends of theirs. And he was in it. I heard his voice both behind the camera and in front of him because there was 2 cameras shoot. And I know when the couple finally gets their wedding video to them, while they'll love it because it's obviously their wedding, it'll probably be bittersweet because they're going to be like, well, there's Joel in it, and we hear Joel, and of course Joel's not with us anymore, so bittersweet there.
That's the thing about you and your company. It's a video editing company, so you got a lot of video people and stuff. So there's always something to go back on to look at, I guess, to kind of remind you about stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got people. I'm kind of a little camera shy myself, which is ironic considering how many other people. It's weird when you edit video people too, especially in your corporate world. You see these people and they're talking, and then you're like, when you meet them in person, you feel like you know them because you've been watching them on video because you've been editing their video. And of course, you're like, hey, how you doing? They're like, who are you? Buzz off.
I'm the
peon.
one that did your stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I did your stuff.
I did your stuff. I worked on.
So
your
thank you very
stuff.
much for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
Um,
That's all I got. I mean, thank you.
yeah,
for
yeah,
watching.
just a tribute video.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you have any stories about your pets, hey, feel free to comment below.
Yes.
We, you know,
I'll watch your stuff.
we like to review beers, but on the other hand, we want to remember there are important things in life.
Enjoy
Love,
life.
the people in your life, your family, your friends, your loved
Yeah.
ones, and your pets. And pets are certainly part of the family. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy life.